So Wisconsin comes out and takes on Iowa 83-72, and this is one of the classic examples of before the game, you have the announcer saying, oh, Wisconsin, they want an ugly, grind it out, low-scoring battle, and Wisconsin ends up scoring 83 points. Obviously, it's true, Wisconsin doesn't want to slow down the tempo, but it's overdone. Wisconsin scored over 70 points, I believe, in like the last 8 games. We can start getting rid of that narrative a little bit. This is a different team. This is not your typical Wisconsin team. They're more athletic. They're just simply better than what we've seen so far, talent-wise, at Wisconsin. But Wisconsin came out really sloppy in this game. They didn't hit their first 3 until a minute 40 left in the first half. They were turning the ball over. Their physicality wasn't there. If it weren't for Kamari McGee's spark in the first half, the 3 steals, the energy on defense, I don't know what happens in this game because Wisconsin was just flat to come out of that game. And the defense, they had their moments where they forced some steals, but 7 turnovers in the first 10 minutes. I think some of the Badgers might have enjoyed themselves a little bit too much on New Year's Eve, but they figured it out in the second half. Things shifted completely, but that first half, they were not feeding Crowell or Wall the ball nearly enough. Especially when Krikke goes out. Krikke is their physically strong big man who's been around. I believe he's a 5th-year senior, Valpo transfer. When he goes out, why are you not feeding the post? You have a freshman guarding Steven Crowell, and that freshman outplayed Crowell in that first half. Owen Freeman, he was impressive, had 10 points, 7 rebounds, but he shouldn't be outplaying Crowell. That shouldn't happen at this point in time. 2024, Crowell should be outplaying Freeman. There's no question about it. And the second half, Wisconsin, they shifted their mindset. They started feeding the post, feeding Steven Crowell, feeding Tyler Wall. Wall finished with 19.7 rebounds. Steven Crowell, he finished with 13 points, 14 rebounds. Freeman actually matched the stat line. If Wisconsin and Iowa, I'm not sure if they play again in the regular season, but if they meet again later this year, I don't expect that to happen. I expect Crowell to outplay Freeman. But yeah, the physicality was impressive in that second half, actually. Wisconsin ended up shooting 35 free throws on the game. They shot 19 more free throws than Iowa. And when that happens, you'll have to do a lot wrong to lose a game when you win the free throw battle by 19. And then they won the rebounding battle by 8 rebounds. The bullies came out in the second half. I said earlier this year, Wisconsin bullied Marquette. They bullied Michigan State. Well, the bullies came back out tonight. And obviously, it wasn't just Crowell and Wall. Everyone was getting to the hoop and finishing, embracing contact. And you had Iowa on the other hand. And Iowa fans might complain and say, hey, we only shot this many free throws. Well, your guys weren't taking it to the hoop hard. They were going to the hoop tentative. I saw some ugly floaters. I remember Sanford, he had an arrow ball on a floater where he heard some footsteps. He put up a weak floater instead of embracing contact. And if it weren't for Tony Perkins, he played a fantastic game. If it weren't for Perkins, Wisconsin probably would have blown out Iowa in that second half. But Perkins did a great job keeping Iowa in that game within striking distance. Never really made Wisconsin too uncomfortable, but kept it a game. Something that needs to get mentioned is AJ Store's bounce. It's ridiculous. The dude literally floats when he takes off. And my favorite dunk is when Store went right through Perkins, took off a 2, got a little revenge for his teammate Chucky Hepburn after Chucky was called for his second foul after Perkins flopped when they were battling for a loose ball. But yeah, he got a little revenge there. It was impressive. And Chucky's dunk, on a separate note, that dunk was good to see from Chucky, that he could explode right after. I'm talking the dunk after that loose ball foul was called on him. He dunked it and he took off and he looked at explosive there. But Chucky wasn't 100% tonight. His movement laterally, his tentativeness on offense, it's a little concerning. Hopefully this is not a nagging injury. Hopefully this is something that comes and goes, but he's not 100%. Gard took him out, had Max Klesmit finish the job at the point guard spot for Wisconsin. And Klesmit did a good job finishing with 15 points, 4 assists, but you want Chucky Hepburn to be 100%. Just like last year, Wisconsin wasn't the same without Tyler Wall at full health. Same thing with Chucky. You need Chucky to get close to 100%. 2 stories to watch out for this season is Crowell's 3-point shooting. He's 11-16 from 3 on the season. That's incredible. He's got to shoot more open looks, and when it's there, take it. We heard that Crowell is getting a ton of shots up in the summer. We're seeing it pay off, but I'd like to see Crowell take more open looks, keep the defense honest, create more driving lanes for his teammates. And then Tyler Wall, his free throw shooting after a brutal Tennessee game where he was missing right, he was missing left. It wasn't like he was missing straight on or shots were rimming in and out. I was nervous after that Tennessee game, but He shot 11 of 13 tonight. He has really found his touch from the free throw line, which is huge for Wisconsin. This Wisconsin team, as I said before, I think it's the most talented team we've seen under Greg Gard. The ceiling on this team has not been hit. They have a lot in the tank. They have a lot to improve on. You got Chucky, Storr, and Klesman, good shooters who aren't shooting well from three this year. I expect all their percentages to go up. I don't think Wisconsin's come close to hitting their ceiling. That's all I got for you. It's 2024. I'm hoping to have a big year. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content, and I'll see you next time.